So we have a ton of print shops all around the valley, and maybe you're thinking, hey, I have a printer at home. What do they do in those print shops? It's cool. They have a lot to do.
Right. I mentioned in the meeting yesterday, hi Des, that I was out driving around and I saw a print shop that says, hey, we do more than just print. And I'm thinking, well, like what? And that's why here you are. You're going to show us.
Hey, Des.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. So we're here inside Artisan Color Print Shop in Scottsdale. They've been in business for more than 20 years. It's incredible. They do so much for big national brands. They do restaurants locally. And we're here with Aaron. Thanks for having us here this morning.
Thanks for coming.
So talk about what you guys do here. You do more than just printing, and you do different materials too. So talk about what we're seeing.
Yep, so we're in our small format department. We have a couple different divisions of the company. Like you said, we've been in business for 23 years now, and it keeps changing on us. We got a brand new machine that does all kinds of different things. We work with franchises who do menus. They use synthetic papers. Others that do labels. We can actually do spot metallics on it.
Yeah,
and
if you
PMS
guys
colors.
Can't see that, the gold hospitality, it's metallic.
So not many digital machines can do that in like low runs. So that's probably the thing nowadays is everybody wants to do a small amount of printing versus the full big runs they used to. So now we can get a little more custom with that.
Okay, and let's talk about this machine that we're seeing behind us. This is a big deal.
Awesome machine.
Talk about what it is and what it does.
So we used to have an older version of it. Indigo's been around for a while, but this is their brand new Indigo 7K. It's a digital printer.
Okay.
It's CO2 neutral, so actually you can't smell the fumes off of it because it recycles the fumes in it. So it is a green printer actually. And it's the brand new one that they just came out with.
It's so quiet for really being such a big machine. This has got to be the biggest printer I have ever seen.
Yep, and we're the first in Arizona to get this machine, so we're excited. We just put it in last month.
Wow.
And it does, instead of regular toner for digital machines, it does wet ink, so it looks like an offset process. There's 4 colors, plus we have the metallics. You can do security ink, spot white.
Oh, wow.
It almost looks like a drink machine. You're like the margarita machine.
Yeah,
so.
it's like, ooh, what Slurpee do we want today?
Exactly. So, yes, it's a great machine.
That's awesome. How much does a machine like this cost?
A couple $100,000.
Do we want to talk about it?
No, it's a lot of money.
Wow. So talk about what else we're seeing here.
Yeah,
and what
so
you guys
one of
do
our
in this
clients,
room.
we do a lot for Grand Canyon University. Right here, they're doing all the cutting and setting up. We do all the finishing in here, so round cornering, drill holes, UV. So we have this whole UV here, and we just got this machine as well, which is instead of doing regular die cutting, it does the digital die cutting. So
digital die cutting.
Digital
so what does
die
that
cutting.
mean? In layman's terms?
Sure.
Like,
so the old way of doing die cutting, you would set it up with metal knives and everything on a board, and you would just do a large run of that. You pay a lot up front for the dies. This we can just set up digitally, and the camera reads the dots on the artwork, and it goes through and cuts it, which you can see here.
Wow, yeah, and we were talking about this. So you see how it's printing on the full sheet there, you guys.
Yep.
But then it creates this. This will actually be the box for this product.
So it scores die cuts, and then you can fold it and tape it, and it's done a piece of a box.
And how busy are you guys?
We are very busy right now, thankfully. Obviously through everything last year, we're back at it, and we're very busy for the summertime here. So.
And during the pandemic, you guys were kind of instrumental too in helping print out the face shields.
Yeah, we had
Can
the
you talk
face
about
shields.
that?
Yeah, so in our large format, we have larger routers that are pretty much just like this. So this is a mini table. We have the real big ones back there, so we do bigger board prints that we can cut out. And we just put the clear material down, cut them, and riveted them, and we had face masks. I think we did over 5,000 face masks and donated them locally.
Are you still doing any of those, or was that just kind of during the height of the pandemic?
Not as much anymore, but we were pretty busy at the time doing those, helping out. We did some for the Special Olympics, for the police department, fire department. So we were definitely busy at that point.
Interesting. And this is just one section.
Yep.
So coming up at 8:45, we're going to take a walk down the hallway, head to the other room, and you got some other cool stuff going on in there. Some Suns posters,
some
banners.
larger stuff. Yep.
All right.
Yep. Go Suns.
We can't wait to check that out. Okay, guys, we'll check back in with you in a couple minutes.
That
We'll
is
send it back to
so
you for now.
great. And how many companies just like this one actually jumped in and started creating masks and doing different types of things? It's just one example of how entrepreneurs had to shift.
At Artisan Color in North Scottsdale,
Great
where Des
idea.
is. Hello, Des.
They can do it because they can do it all here at Artisan Color in North Scottsdale. Talk about what cool area we're in now. We see another big printer behind us.
You do.
What is it doing?
So it's another HP printer, just like the other one we saw, but this is obviously large format. So
Yes.
this is our large format section. This is a roll-to-roll latex printer, so it's latex ink. It kind of sits into the material a little better, and it's stretchy, but it is indoor-outdoor compliant. So we're doing wall wraps, wall vinyl wraps, car wraps, banners, outdoor banners, canvas, a lot of canvas work, posters.
Yeah, let's take a look at some of that stuff.
So-
So this, for example, is a wrap
Yeah.
that's actually going to go on a vehicle.
On an outdoor vehicle.
Wow.
We have banners there.
The most
Obviously,
important banner of all.
the Suns, yeah.
Oh, Suns
so
banner.
we're putting that together. Woo!
So what is he doing with the banner right now?
So right now, he just welded it, and now he's putting the grommets in so that could be hung outdoors.
Okay.
And that is a banner mesh material, so the wind blows through it a little bit better. Because at certain sizes, if the wind does catch it, you want to make sure that it doesn't take it off.
Oh,
so.
that's amazing. And you've also got another section here. You guys own this entire building.
We do.
You have so many machines.
Yep. Great location here in North Scottsdale. They're doing a lot of the handwork in here, putting stuff together, cutting, boxing, putting frames on larger pieces of artwork.
Yep, so they're starting to fold up those boxes that we just saw printed earlier in the other
So we
room.
can pack out to the client here. In here we do all of the mounting, and we do a lot of lamination to certain things.
Okay.
And then we come over here and we have all of our flatbeds. So these are different than the latex printers. These are flatbed UV printers, and we can print on boards up to 5 feet by 10 feet and 2 inches thick. So we can
Massive.
print on glass, metals, and then we can bring them over here to the routing tables and route them out different shapes and sizes. So we talked about it before when we talked about the face shields that we did.
Yeah.
Here's a sample of it, which actually was cut off of these machines.
Okay, yeah, you guys check this out. So here are the face masks that they did during the height of the pandemic. And so you took obviously plastic and then you had...
We lay it out, have a template, cut it out, and then rivet it together, and it's ready to go.
Wow.
But we can cut any shape and size up to a 5 by 10 board. So we're doing all kinds of signage, both indoor and outdoor.
And talk about some of like your biggest clients. So we were asking, hey, can we get a Suns banner and put it on our house, you know, for our house?
No, we do a lot of sporting stuff. One of our biggest ones we do, and they've been getting really busy right now, is Grand Canyon University. We do a lot of university stuff. We do all kinds of different corporate work. Here's a big standee that we have. So this is a fun one. So if you want to do a standee of somebody, just foam core with an easel back on it. You know, big cutout.
And you're able to print on something this thick.
Yep,
in
we
here.
direct print instead of the old school way of printing on a poster and mounting it to it. We can direct print to it and then router it out on the routers that you just saw.
So would this be cut by the machine as well then?
Yep.
Afterwards?
Yep.
It's incredible
So-
that they do so much.
Yeah, and then like those machines
really-
are like the small one we just saw, but just giant, you know.
Wow.
So,
And it's good to hear you guys are very busy.
yep,
right?
very busy right now for
Things-
summertime.
For the summertime. Why do we see things pick up during the summer?
I don't know. Usually it kind of dies down a little bit over the summer. So right now we're really busy. I think people are just getting back to it, and a lot of places are opening up. So we're seeing a lot of work come through because of that, I think.
Okay, exciting. And I was asking your background. You know, I asked Aaron, I said, what did you go to school for to get into this kind of work? Tell us about that.
Yeah, graphic design actually. So I kind of understood it, and now I do sales and marketing, kind of funny. But yeah, so I get to see how the art, know how the artwork gets put together, how it's printed, how it's cut and delivered. So.
And what is the expertise of some of the people that you have working here?
The same. They've either worked in different print shops, fabrication, designers. It's a whole mix of different skill sets here.
Yeah, that's so cool. And so this room, what are we printing right here on this
So
one?
this is the
it,
flatbed,
another-
and I think we're printing indoor signs here for Credit Union West. So they're indoor signs that they put up in snap frames.
Okay.
And there again, we can print on foam core, Sintra, styrene, different kind of brushed metals, plexiglass, You name it.
You guys really do it all. So
Yep.
it's more than just printing on paper.
That is true.
All right, you guys are awesome here.
Thank you.
We'll send it back to you guys. Everything's cool. It's incredible.
Yeah.
The whole thing is cool.
They do everything there.